Guys, welcome back to Band Fishing, and today I'm going to teach you how to clean your carburetor on your dirt bike. Carburetor is right there, and here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 8mm socket or 7/16. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver, and then something to clean it with. I'm using Simple Green because I don't have any carb cleaner. Then you're going to want to find a dirty towel or a rag to put underneath here, underneath the bike, and then you're gonna make sure you put it underneath that little spot too, because that is gonna leak gas when you go to clean it. Alright, so next up you're gonna take your socket and you're gonna take these off. You're gonna take this off right here, and then it'll clip underneath there. Never mind, guys. Mine is a 10mm, not an 8mm. Alright, so once you get this one off, make sure you don't lose those. Then, stupid chair. Over here, there's one more hidden. Okay, and then once you get those off, underneath here, I don't know if the camera will get it, there's a little spot that it clips into. Yeah, so right here, that goes onto there. So that's the last thing holding on. Now you have access to your carburetor right there. And then right here and right here, there's two bolts, and you can take them off with the 8mm socket. Make sure you don't lose the washers. And then, yeah, make sure you don't lose the washers. And then this is like an exhaust shield, I think. That will come right off, and you'll have easy access to the carburetor. And then once you got those off, you'll have easier access to this. I mean, you could take this off, but it'll be a lot more work. It's probably easier to go over from that side than this side, but I just chose this side. Okay, so yeah, you should go from this side, because on the other side, you can't get to these screws right here, which you need to. You need to get to this screw right here and this one right here. Okay, so once you got it up high in the air, you're gonna want to take this screw right here out, and then you'll be able to get into, I think that's the air intake. Okay, so I got that one off. Well, not off, but it's able to spin around now, so you'll be able to take that off. And then over here, it's just, I think it's this screw right here. Just another flathead. Okay, so I actually had to take my plastic off. I couldn't get to this screw. So now I'm going to take that off and show you what to do next. Actually, guys, I was wrong. You have to take this off, this bolt right here. It's an 8mm. That's it. There's two of them, one on this side and one on this side. Okay, and once you get those out, you now have access to taking this off. Okay, and then once you unscrew this from the air filter, you'll be able to slide it off. Make sure you don't lose the O-ring either. And then for all bikes, it's different. Right here, I have two screws. Take that off, and you can get to the carburetor bowl. Alright, once you take those two screws off, you now have access to the bowl, and you just want to dump out that gas. Then you're going to want to take your cleaner and just spray it all in there. You just let it soak in there for about 20 seconds, and then you're just going to want to scrape it around with your finger. Then once you're done stirring it around, just dump it out and then dry the inside. And then in here you have the main injector and the pilot injector. Take those out, clean the inside, and then make sure you can see a little bit of light. That's how you know they're clean. And then once you have the two, then you're just gonna spray them and then dry them off. This is optional, but you could take the air compressor and then blow air through there to dry them off and clean them out. Then when they're clean, you're just gonna put them back in there. Make sure they go in the right spot. And once you have those put in and the bowl cleaned, you can put it all back together. And once you got your two screws back in, you're gonna put it back on the air intake and the manifold. And then once you have them back in place, you can tighten that screw up and put the two screws back in there. Now once you have everything right here screwed back in, then you can put all your plastics back on, make sure everything's tight, and then just a heads up that, hang on one sec. If you know you're not going to be riding your bike for a few weeks or months or even over the winter time, open that up on your last ride and then drain all the gas in here. Trust me, it'll keep it cleaner and it'll run better the next time you ride. So make sure you empty this if you're not going to be riding for a few weeks. And then once you clean all that up, I had a slight little gas leak, so I just had to take the bowl off and then tighten the stuff back up inside. And then once you put all the plastics and muffler thingy back on, and then make sure all this is dry and stuff. Make sure you turn your gas back on, which I already did. Make sure it's on. And then, as you can see, it's a cold start. I haven't started it up yet. Still pretty cold. Well, not cold, but like not even hot. So yeah. And then once you get all that, it should start right up and run like a champ. I'm thinking one kick probably. Open it up. Oops. Yes, sir. Told you. One kick. Want to see any more content like this? Make sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the like, and then peace.